the bottom, trying to hold his ground.
That's going to be tough, though. But he's been running good on the bottom. If he can just clear Hamlin right there.
No way. He's going to lose his momentum. They're going to touch hard. Are they going to make it?
Neck and neck.
Down the back, side by side.
Kyle Busch closing in.
Watch out for the third place car, Kyle Busch. He's looking.
Hamlin edges ahead. They get it. They touch. They touch, and here comes Kyle. Hamlin got on the wall. Hamlin spins down the racetrack, and Kyle Busch wins in California.
I thought they'd be nice to each other. They weren't. Watch his car. Watch the back of the car. Ooh, I mean, the whole car just came up off the ground.
And I don't see any safer barrier in that area right there.
I don't either, Larry.
But Darrell,
I am a little concerned for Denny because that was an incredibly hard hit.
Trying to win the race. He gave Joey room. He made the corner. He was going to have a great race with either one of them. I don't know which one would have won with Kyle on the outside. But this is a sad crash. I mean, Denny hit really hard.
Lead away from Newman, but Newman will have nothing of it.
No, got trouble getting into three, guys.
Joey Logano.
Big crash.
Oh, he's all tagged down. Over and over, Logano goes between 3 and 4.
No.
The car will come back to rest on all 4 tires.
Really just kind of a stack-up effect. Like one of them got on the brakes and it's kind of forced. Yeah, look at Tony Stewart just missing this crash. Man, here's where it really gets exciting. Man.
We talked about that there's nowhere to go as you come off of these corners, and when something like this happens, you make a commitment, and you've got one opportunity really to miss this wreck. Tony Stewart did a great job. Some others got caught up in. Let's drive along with Tony Stewart here. See it develop right in front of him. He actually got into the back of the 20 as he checked up.
And you know it's going to be bad right here when he comes up in front of traffic. Reed Sorensen makes the impact. Scott Speed got a piece of it also.
The car's actually going backwards when it starts to lift up and go over and begin to tumble.
Yeah, it's just being pushed, and as he kind of dug in a little bit and it was continued to get pushed there, that's what got it up and rolling.
And you hear what you talk about how high the banks are here, and you see he's just tumbling down that bank. There's so much height difference right there from the top of the bank down to the apron.
3 stories, the difference between the top and the bottom, 24-degree banks. Just side over side over side, a violent impact. And the good news that this new car that NASCAR brought on, 3 years ago.
big push coming from Elliott and Keselowski. Contact. Elliott slam into the wall.
Are you kidding me?
Danica Patrick, Casey Kane.
Oh, man.
You all right?
He's being pushed by Truex. He gets to the rear bumper of the 9 of Chase Elliott. Last second from, at least from that, big hit.
Yeah.
And you see Keselowski got down on the apron and turned him around. So it looked like the 9 went to block the 2 because he was going to make a move.
Low. Go high. Check up. Get up. Come on. Check up inside. Just inside. Watch him slide across. You're good, low. Keep coming. Watch him at the bottom.
Chase Elliott gets turned around and around, and it's mayhem. Turn 3.
So strategy move on pit road has Kyle Busch up front and comfortably in the lead for the win in stage 2.
Denny has to get out of the gas there. Here comes the 9 car, Chase Elliott. He's going to have a big run down the back straightaway to the inside into turn 3.
Denny, that one spot would mean a stage point. And just in front of him is Kyle Larson, who he's fighting for the regular season championship with. Kyle Busch, though, will win stage 2 in Michigan. Christopher Bell holds on for second. Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, 3rd through 5th. Austin Dillon, look at this. Dillon with so much damage just finished 6th in the stage, and the whole back into the car torn off.
Oh, they had such a good day going. On the inside of Brad Keselowski off of turn 4. Side drafting the 2. Oh, my. Oh, that's a hard hit.
Had just finished 6th and looked like when he went to the apron, he
He's trying to side draft, and Keselowski comes down the racetrack with him, trying to slow him down. That is just 2 guys trying to use aero to slow the other one down and make contact. Hooked him in the right rear, sent him straight into the wall.
We were riding along with Brestree there, that onboard. Now, you take a look from Brad's perspective. Big hit in Daytona now for the 3 team in Austin Dillon. Almost upside down.
Win. Oh, there it goes. Ben Rhodes collects a bunch of them. Oh, man. The big one at Talladega. It's Hemrick also involved in the bottom in the 19 truck.
The 86 of Brandon Brown, the 41 of Rhodes, the second truck up there on the outside. That's where it all started.
Looked like he might have got a shove from the 17 of Timothy Peters.
Well, I talked about how he's able to push so well. That means he's always up against the truck in front of him, and there isn't any room for Timothy to push him and push him ahead because he's already bottomed out against the truck in front of him, caused him to go sideways. Look at all that sheet metal flying through the air and those trucks grinding to a stop.
I'd mentioned Matt Titt was involved. He is not. Matt right now is in the second position. He got through that unscathed.
The 5 of Rico Abreu making his first start here at Talladega.
Ooh, it looked like maybe Ben was going to the inside. At the same time, Timothy gave him a push, and it just went wrong. Look at Rico. Wow, how does he squeeze through there? Up to the high side on the side of Tommy Joe Martin.
And he had to give Tommy Joe some room, too, and he did.
Good job by both Martins and Abreu to get through that. Brandon Brown didn't have a chance.
Sure did. Just victim of circumstances there for sure.
1 years old from Ohio there, that bright orange 13 had led just 3 laps before today. Spent a good amount of time out front, but now it's Grant Enfinger, last year's winner, in contact, and Coughlin goes around. Big hit for Coughlin and Fontaine.
Clear of this, but now here comes Gregson, 3 wide up the middle, and this has to be where problems started. Yeah.
Wyatt Snyder looked like he got into the back end of the 13 and spun him.
Well, what happens is that bottom lane here through the tri-oval is much flatter than the rest of the lanes going up, and when you're in the middle, you're already in a bad spot. And it looked like he came up the racetrack there, and as he went, he got loose right there, and then he just touched the back of the 13 in the right rear, and the 47 came down, and it all broke loose there.
You can see briefly up in the air was the 13 truck, and he settled right back down. The aerodynamic flaps you see on that bed, Vince, those flaps opening up, that's helping to evacuate the air from under the truck. Oh, wow, that was a heavy hit for him. I just think Snyder tried to get into a hole, got a little bit loose, and clipped Cody Coughlin.
Yeah, when you're in the middle like that, you know how it is, Michael. It's just you have to be so much more careful with the steering wheel and the input that you put into the right or left, because everything just becomes much easier to spin out or get loose, and the truck just is not as stable as it is in the outside or inside lanes. When
had to walk on the ice, it's kind of tough to get your balance and feel secure.
Well, you see him, he kind of, I don't know if he thought the 13 was going to come back up the racetrack right there, but he kind of jerked the truck to the right. The 51 truck of Mike Snyder kind of jerked the truck to the right, and then when he went back to the left,